second graders, I'm not sure why my Clever Touch showed up so white when I went from the lesson to the worksheet. So this is going to be the worksheet that you will need to do today. It is white. It is behind Thursday's work. It is page 128. Make sure you take it out, put your name nice and neat at the top, and Mrs. Murphy's going to do most of it with you together today because this is a brand new concept. But the next part, which is doing your Excel skill, that will be on your own to practice it, okay? So at the top, it says in the box, synonyms are words that have almost the same meaning. So one way I remember synonyms is I remember the word same. Synonyms and same both start with an S. So that's what you're looking for, words that are the same. They mean the same thing. So down below in this first section, we're going to read each pair of sentences, find the two words that are synonyms. Circle the synonyms and then write them on the lines. So I'm going to make this really big so you can see number 1 and 2. I'll read number 1 and I want you to listen and see which two words mean the same. When he was 16, he took a solo bike trip. He rode his bike alone across the United States. So, right there, I see two words that mean about the same. When he was 16, he took a solo. Solo means you do it all by yourself. For example, in music, you might sing a solo, which means you sing all by yourself. And down here, I found a word that means kind of by yourself, and that's alone. So if you do something all by yourself, you kind of do it alone. So we're going to circle the word solo and alone. And then we're going to write solo on the first line and alone on the second line. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. Number 2 says, when he was 16, he took a solo bike trip. That's a big journey for a young man. Ooh, I see two words that mean about the same. I see the word trip. If you go on a trip, you're going somewhere. And journey. If you go on a journey, we have a friend named Journey in 2nd grade. But if we go on a trip, another word for trip could be journey. So on the first line, you're going to write trip. And on the second line, you're going to write journey. Pause the video if you need to. I'm going to go on to number 3. Now, when Doug rides, it may be with a group of children. The group sets up bike rides for city kids. Right there, I see two words that mean about the same. Children and kids. They're about the same. So I'm going to circle children, and I'm going to circle kids. They mean about the same thing. They're just different words. So on the first line, we're going to put children. And on the second line, kids. Pause the video if you need to. On the bottom, section B, it says, read the sentence. Write a word to answer each question. All right, I'm going to read the sentence. They weren't sure if it was safe to touch it. Once they were certain it was harmless, they all took turns holding it. Number 4 says, which word in the second sentence is a synonym for sure? So if you are sure that you're going to do something, like you're positive, you're sure it's going to happen. Let's look at that second sentence and see what word that is. Once they were certain it was harmless, they all took turns holding it. I see the word harmless. And harmless means that, harmless means there's no harm, so it's not that one. But I saw the word certain, like they're certain that it was harmless. They were positive. So on number 4, the word certain means about the same as sure. So on number 4, we're going to write the word certain. Remember, certain makes the S sound, but it's a C followed by an E. All right, number 5. Which word in the second sentence is a synonym for safe? So if I had kind of mentioned that earlier, if something is harmless, it is safe. It will not hurt you. So right there, Mrs. Murphy found the word harmless. So harm, we know hurts you, but if you have less, the suffix after it, it means not. It will not harm you. It will not hurt you. So on number 5, we're going to write harm and then less. All right, when you're done with this worksheet, keep this in a safe spot and you'll hand this in for today. You also have another synonyms assignment to do. So I'm going to end this video, but then I'm going to create another lesson on synonyms to review it so that you can practice the skill in Excel. Okay, complete this and make sure you keep it in a safe spot to hand it in.